Peace, love, and light. I.S.L.A.M to all the Moors out there. I am I.S.L.A.M. This is Eden Rose, and Eden Rose is a way of life. I am welcoming you. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking up the place, aren't I? I like to shake. I'd like to welcome you today to the Daily Divine Reading. I will that the messages that you receive today are received with love and with clarity. I will that they provide expansion and understanding for you, and maybe a little bit of fun too. The divine message for today is, I can feel it, it's kind of bubbling. I can feel sort of the encouragement coming. So originally I was going to do a tarot spread, then I said no, I'm going to do a spread using my archetypes deck. And then at the last second, something told me that we are meant today to receive our message from the moon. Today is the new moon after all, and it is the completion of the energy from the last very strong and intense full moon that we had. So I feel like it's kind of suiting. I feel like it's kind of perfectly suited. So I'm going to go along with my intuition, and the divine daily message today is going to be from the Moon Island by Yasmin Boland. The artwork is done by Nix Rowan. We need another shuffle, don't we? We need another shuffle. One more. Okay. Gemini, new moon in Gemini. So it's here, I'll show you guys. It's right in alignment with the energy of the new moon right now, and with Gemini coming out, what I'm kind of feeling right off the bat is just that duality, that balance between the masculine and the feminine energies. I'm not going to read yet. I'm going to read from the book first, and then I'm going to give you my own interpretation of this card today. But where do I find this? Where do I find this? Moon phases. Yeah. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. New moon cards. Okay, here we go. So, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. All right, the new moon in Gemini. Here's what it says. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming. A time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately, and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Write a list of the people you love most. Write a list of the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Additional meanings for this card. Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you, and read more books. The teaching. Gemini is a sign of communication and socializing of ideas and travel. And the energy around it and around this card, no matter when you pull it, is speedy, gossipy, and flirtatious. The new moon in Gemini is a wonderful time to get out and socialize. Gemini loves a chat. One thing to be aware of is that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered. Daily meditations will help to unscramble crossed wires in your brain. So this is about communication. But what I'm receiving from this card is also an added to that sort of communication message. And that is, it's a communication, not just socially with other people, but a communication with the self and a communication with spirit. And this is about getting in line with who you are and what it is that you're wanting to offer to the world, and then communicating that, and not necessarily, putting the lid on your glory, putting the lid on yourself and where you're supposed to shine. This is about kind of laying yourself on a platter and putting yourself out there to be seen and to be received by others. So this communication is kind of it could be a verbal, communication, but I'm feeling it more as a silent communication, as in you are communicating, or you're being guided and asked today to communicate yourself, communicate your will, communicate your wishes, communicate what it is that you want to offer to the world, communicate, or it could just be, that group of people that needs to hear it, whatever it is for you. The message today is about communicating truth, communicating the balance that you've been able to maintain within yourself, because that balance within you, excuse me, that balance within you that you've been able to attain is great, but how great is it truly if it isn't inspiring others to do the same for themselves? So this is about communicating your truth, communicating the things that you do in order to, or the things that you've done in order to attain and maintain the balance that is so delicate in your life. And it's about communicating the things that you've done and the ways that you are that have allowed you to attain such balance. And so that is the divine message for the day. Again, I will that you receive this message in love and in clarity. I will that you're able to receive this message and move forward in passion and in transformation and expansion, and that you're able to manifest all the things that is in your will and in the will of the Creator. So with that, I will say goodbye. I love you. Peace, love, and light.